Public key cryptography principle. The public key of pair is made public for others to use, while the private key is known only to its owner. The general purpose public key cryptographic algorithm relies on one key for encryption and different but related key for decryption. Here we are having two keys. One key is actually owned by the owner and the other key is actually given to all the users. Here in general purpose, one key is used for encryption and another key is used for decryption. The both keys are paired, means related with each other. That is the principal concept we have to use. I will explain this concept with detail here. Now this is one diagram which will explain the public key cryptography. Each user generates a pair of keys to be used for encryption and decryption of a message. Now the one key is placed in a public register or any shareable files so that it can be accessed by the another user. Such keys are actually called as public keys. And one key which is paired with this public key is owned by the owner. This key is not given to anybody, and that key is actually called as private key. Each user may collect a number of public key from other users. A bundle of public key can be collected from the other users, and he can use that public key for encryption as well as decryption whenever he want to communicate with the other persons. For example, here the left hand part is I called as Bob and the right hand part is actually called as Alice. Now if the Bob want to communicate with Alice, he can use the public key provided by Alice for encryption as well as decryption, and Alice can use a private key which is owned by this Alice for encryption as well as decryption. Now here the Bob take the public key of the Alice which is provided by the Alice and encrypt this data and give it to the Alice. Alice can decrypt that data using the private key owned by herself. In similar way, one more diagram is here. In this case, Bob has a private key and he distributes his public key, the pair of this public key, to the others, called as Alice. Bob is using this private key for encryption and transmit the cipher data, whereas Alice has a public key, use that public key for the decryption. So these are the two techniques we used for the data encryption. Sometimes we are also using both keys, public key as well as private key. Now see here, if the Bob wants to communicate with Alice in this diagram, Bob already got a public key which is distributed by this Alice. Now he used this public key and plain text and converted into ciphertext and transmitted to the Alice. Now Alice already have a private key here, used that private key and converted that back to plain text. Here this private key is actually owned by only the Alice, so no other persons can decrypt the data. Even the opponent has the public key, he cannot open that ciphertext. He can use any plain text and can be converted into ciphertext, but he has no authority to open that ciphertext back to plain text. Only he can open with the paired key. So that is the concept we have to learn here. Until this private key is owned by any other persons, there is no any other way to access the plain text. Next one is classifying the use of public key crypto system. The public key contains a pair of keys, that is private key and public key. Any one of these key can be used for encryption as well as decryption. If you use one key for encryption, the other key is used for decryption. Now the question arises here, whether I have to use the recipient's public key or the owner's private key for the encryption technique here. The which key I have to use, actually it is depending on the application. What type of problem I have, depending on that one, I have to use this keys. I can classify the use of this public key into three types. The first one is called as encryption and decryption. Now if the sender want to send some text, a confidential text, and it is read by only the receiver. In that case, he has to encrypt in such a way that no opponent can read that information. In that case, it is better to use the public key sent by the receiver and encrypt the data, because the receiver only can read the data because he has a private key. So that is the best technique whenever you want to send some confidential information. The second classification is digital signature. Digital signature means with plain text we are adding additional code and send it to the receiver. The receiver has to judge or decide whether the plain text is modified, whether the integrity of this plain text is changed. That has to be decided. In that case, it is better to use the private key for the encryption technique. The private key is using encryption and create a digital signature, and that digital signature is sent to the receiver. Since only the owner has a private key, he only create a digital signature. Receiver can read it with the help of public key, but no other person can modify the digital signature until he has a private key. Next one is called as key exchange. I told that symmetric encryption is not absolute. Most of the times symmetric algorithm is used because of its efficiency, execute faster. So in most of the techniques, the encryption is done at the both side with symmetric technique, but the encryption technique needs some secret key. That secret key is actually exchanged by our public key encryption technique. So we treat that secret key as a plain text and convert that secret key into ciphertext with the help of public key. That means we treat the secret key as a plain text and converted that plain text into ciphertext with the help of public key and send it to the receiver. Since the receiver has a private key, so he just recover back that secret key for the encryption technique. So this is called as key exchange.